Breaking news now. A violent home invasion sends a 16-year-old boy to the hospital with a bullet wound to the head. Matthew Torres live outside that home with the latest. Matthew, how's this boy doing?
Well, at this hour, his condition hasn't changed. According to Metro Police, he was being treated for life-threatening injuries after he was shot in the head during this home invasion. Again, this victim is only 16 years old, and as you can see behind me, the scene has already cleared after officers were out here for nearly 6 hours combing the home and the area to find evidence. So take a look at video whenever we first got here. According to Metro Police, this happened around 12:30 this morning in the 1900 of Herman Street. A woman said she was going to her mom's home, about to go in, when she heard two men scuffling behind her. She said they were wearing masks and black hoodies and forced their way into the home. That woman yelled out loud, causing her brother, her 16-year-old brother, who was asleep at the time, to wake up. He immediately rushed out of the room to check what's going on, and in doing so, he got shot in the head, according to police, by these two gunmen. Now, the mom actually was inside the time, and she wasn't hurt, luckily, during this whole ordeal. Now, back out here live, they have placed a notice, police have, saying the investigation continues and that there are traces of blood inside this home. I asked them whether or not they think this is random or targeted, and so far they said it is still unsure. Right now, the two suspects remain on the loose this morning. Police believe they may have escaped in a four-door silver new model vehicle. As far as the make and model, that's really all they can give me at this point. If you have information, call police at 615-74-CRIME. Reporting live on Herman Street, I'm Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
All right, Matthew, thank you. And we are also following breaking news out of South Nashville, where a beauty supply store was burglarized. News Channel 5's Kimberly Davis is live there. They found a pretty key piece of evidence, it sounds like, Kimberly.
Steve, good morning. Yes, officers are telling us the suspect left his finger behind at the scene of the crime. They're trying to find the body that finger belongs to and hoping to put the person responsible for the crime behind bars. Now, officers are also telling us there were a number of business break-ins overnight. They're not sure if he's responsible for those break-ins as well, but they are looking into the possibility. Now, officers are telling us around 1:30 this morning, they responded to a burglary over at Sue's Beauty Supply, located at 151 Lafayette Street. Police say someone broke one window there but was unable to crawl through. That's when someone broke into a second window, and police are unsure if someone was unable to crawl into that window as well. We're told the burglary was reported by an anonymous caller. Once police arrived on scene, an officer spotted the suspect fleeing the area and chased him, but he lost him in the area of the Tony Sudacum homes. Now, police are saying that the suspect is described as a black man wearing a plaid jacket, wearing dark jeans, as well as a dark skull cap. If you have any information that could help police in their investigation, give them a call at 615-74-CRIME. For now, we are live in South Nashville. Kimberly Davis, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Kimberly. The man accused of a shooting in Christian County is behind bars nearly a month after pulling the trigger. Philip Sanders is accused of shooting at another man outside a home in Hopkinsville back on December 9th. And according to the Kentucky New Era, the victim was not hit. Sanders is now facing multiple charges, including first-degree assault. Also, new information out about a deadly shooting in Clarksville. Police say the shooter knocked on James Brown's front door of his Isaac Drive home just before 8 Monday night. We're told Brown and the suspect talked outside for a few minutes before Brown was shot multiple times. He died at the scene. Witnesses say they then saw a man wearing an orange shirt with short braids run off and get into a silver vehicle. Police think the shooting is drug-related. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers 931-645-TIPS.
Amy, federal investigators are in Lebanon this morning after a deadly experimental plane crash. Mark Harrell was killed when his Eros 1600 plane, as it's called, went down on Kent Drive yesterday afternoon, just a few inches away from that home you see right there. Neighbors say they heard the plane's engine cut off just moments before the crash, and they rushed over to try to help.
We picked the plane up kind of on its side, so he was dangling upside down, and he had a V strap on, so, we had to cut 4 belts to get him out.
Now, the NTSB says it is going to take weeks. In fact, it may even take months before a cause of the crash can be determined.
Brand new images this morning of the two men wanted for a violent armed robbery. So take a look at these pictures. Police say the culprits rushed a man as he walked to his car outside his home on Bart Drive on Friday night. We're told the men put a gun to the victim's head before stealing his SUV. Police later found the stolen vehicle at a nearby convenience store, but the driver ran off. The second suspect also got away in a gray older model Chevy Impala. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers to help police.
The Mid-State's fuel contamination problem continues to get bigger this morning. There are now 9 Mapco gas stations with unleaded gasoline contamination from diesel fuel that apparently somehow got into the wrong area. Now, they include 2 stations in Nashville, a couple in Clarksville, single stations in Cross Plains, Lebanon, Hermitage, Gallatin, and Franklin, although I know they're testing another one in Franklin as well. You can find these specific addresses on our website. If you believe you purchased contaminated fuel, call 1-800-445-5846. The Powerball jackpot continues to climb. Since no one matched all 6 numbers Wednesday night, the jackpot has jumped up to now $700 million. That's about a $430 million cash value before taxes. The next Powerball drawing is going to be Saturday night, and it is going to keep on climbing all the way until then.